Last time on What's Your Damage?
Treble is, do you know bards? You know bards?
Not in the biblical sense, but...
Well, their magic comes from a very special place named Treble. Well, it's from the land where musical magic happens. That kingdom's divided into three different ones. The one who listens, the one who plays, and the one who sings. So you appear outside the gates of Mulhound, and the minute that he sees you, Quixis, who's in the tower, kind of starts motioning to you frantically. And he says to you, Zhao was on here, but now she's gone.
She was on the map? What do you mean by that?
Tracking. She let us see her. And he points to the Blue Nation, and he goes, that's where was she? And as he says that, you hear a loud crack-a-coom of thunder and lightning. And a heavy rain starts to fall. As you are laying down that night, you start to hear a finger-picked melody on the guitar. A harsh wind starts to blow against Mulhound. So there is a spell on the wind. You remember in your schooling back in the day, there was talk of an extraplanar group called the Apocalypse 3. You see this cat is white, and it has almost like blush on its cheeks. The cat automatically just leaps down on your head.
Oh, look.
Oh, little cutie kitty.
As you try to reach up and touch it, though, Burke, you see this, it all of a sudden disappears. The moment your axe makes contact with it, the tree completely folds in on itself, and you watch like an origami. It continues to fold in, fold in, fold in, fold in, fold in, and then it's gone.
Weird tree.
Oh, I'm glad it's gone, quite frankly.
He does have what looks like an amulet that has a moon on it. And he wrote on it, Super K Fantastique? ?
Oh, you guys looking for a moo cleric?
What about, when you rub your feet on the carpet and then you touch somebody? Is that Thor too?
A little bit.
I'm full of fish cakes and I'm ready to kick some ass.
Come with us.
Get out.
Getting out.
Go.
Getting out now.
Okay, you
Going
guys-
to the cribs. I don't know.
Is there any creme brulee left?
There's one here.
All right. It's the day that Shalabin has asked to see all four of you for a new mission. And as you guys are approaching the area where, her war room.
Did I get the mission from her or Castile directly? Did Gustus get the mission from Castile directly or from her?
You got the invite from Castile, but she's going to brief you guys.
But no, I mean, since Gustus wasn't part of this, has he met her yet?
Oh, I would assume that I assume that she would learn about you from everybody else, and she and Castile are known to each other and like friendly.
Well, yeah, she'd know about Gustus for sure, but I'm saying, what does Gus know?
You would know that she is the Purple Knight and that she is a very important person.
Okay.
The VIP, if you will.
Yeah, might be good for your future political campaign if you do a couple of things for her. So that's what I think Gus would know.
Got it.
Okay, so as you guys approach her war room, you actually see a figure in a green cloak with her hood over her head, and she has a enormous bow slung across her back. And it looks like, as you examine this bow, it has room enough for 3 giant arrows, which fit with the quiver on her back, which house giant arrows. And she says, I don't know what game you're running, Shalabin, but I will not have your people in my nation without my authority. Do you understand me? And Shalabin is kind of leaned back against her console. And she just kind of blithely says, Green, if you took better care of your nation, maybe I wouldn't need to take care of it for you.
Oh, sick burn, Okot says.
And she kind of like looks and she nods to you. And she then continues on. She goes, also, tell me, Green, any idea who killed your advisor? Any reason he didn't see his death coming? Did he leave any notes before his death? Could he foresee it coming? Have you asked any of these questions, or is it up to me again? And you can see the woman in green, you would know her as the Green Knight, stiffen, and she turns her back, and she says, well, Purple, you're not getting my vote to succeed the Prismatic Queen. And she walks off.
Awkward.
Past the four of you, and she notes you and walks by.
I kind of jut my chin at her. I'm like, nice bow.
And she goes, yeah, it's killed dragons.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Want to see my daggers?
Don't care, she says, and she walks
Pull them
by.
out and like throw them out to them
Of
anyway.
course. So Okot flips her off, and then you hear Shalabin chuckle. And,
She seems like a dick.
you know, she's really protective of her nation, even though she can't really take care of it.
It's a bad combination.
Yeah, you're telling me. Hi, Gustus. It's the first time I've ever met you.
Shalabin, right?
You're close, Shalabin.
Shalabin.
Yeah, you're...
On.
Okay,
The vowels are the hardest part of language.
yeah, instead of saying bon, say bin.
It's easier.
Bin. Oh, like what you put thing in. Mm-hmm. Shallow bin.
Yeah, we're gonna roll with that, and we're gonna say that's it. She says, and she kind of she can't help herself, but she laughs at that too.
Well, you run a wonderful kingdom here. Great music. I just heard a bard sing the greatest song. Lightning and the thunder. Great song.
Speaking of songs, sorry to interrupt, Gustus.
Oh, I was finished.
Good. Sheldon, any chance you've heard rumorings of songs sweeping the land, messing with weather? A group called the Apocalypse Trio.
And when you say
Sounds like a badass band.
It does, except I've heard the music and it causes bad things to happen.
Oh.
And when you say that, she goes, they shouldn't be here. They have their own plane.
Have you ever heard a tune that goes like this? And George tries to hum what he heard in Mulhound.
Okay.
Yes, a hum over Gus's.
And she goes, that tune doesn't immediately sound familiar to me.
The tune was from a guitar. Someone was finger picking.
And
melody.
she goes a guitar
Yeah.
in the Apocalypse 3.
And it caused the winds to start ripping Mulhound apart.
Well, that's a new problem that I have to work with. Good.
Oh, and Zhao disappeared
Oh,
from the Blue Nation.
do you... She kind of thinks for a moment. She goes, do you have any other bad news for me, Jorix?
I think I'm actually all set. Anyone else?
You almost got this employee a pay doc.
I didn't take the discount.
Yeah.
So that's good news.
Yeah, wait, is Fantasy Sam's Club in purple?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, you gotta talk to Odie, man. I mean, I know you got a lot on your plate right now, but like,
Yeah, kind of a whole nation, plus like taking care of other things. But yeah, no, I'll put it on my to do.
Well, if you need subordinates to help you run a nation, I'm the sheriff of Bartle. I got experience. They're doing really well there.
Yeah, Castile has told me that you actually are a very good lawman. So I'm glad that you're part of our team now.
Yes, lawman, as in also I am the assistant sheriff.
This is
Been
true.
helping as well.
Wow, look at that. We have two.
Plus, I just got this floppy head.
I noticed. You look great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel good, and
And you
I
look
feel
good.
Smarter. Just a little bit.
And she goes, great. Well, maybe you can help me figure this out, she says.
Lay it on me.
And she...
I got my cap that helps me think. Cap of thinking cap.
And she goes, okay, so first off, did you guys hear about what happened to Master Roshi?
No. Wait, did I?
Mm,
Yes, I did.
When you were in the cave, she said that she had to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, and she goes, so one of the best peacekeepers in this nation are leaderless, so that's great. Really seems like things are really taking a bad turn. So we have Master Roshi gone, so I don't know what the Kansi monks are going to do. But I guess I have bad news for you guys now. Your turn.
All's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
And she goes, but what's really drawn my attention is that high-profile fortune tellers or soothsayers have been dying at an alarming rate. The person that I was referring to with the Green Knight, her special counsel was Akakievich, and he was found dead by poison. Also, the magnificent Avakum from the Red Nation died. Well, he was drawn and quartered in his bed.
Yeah.
And now,
What does that mean?
I don't know. It sounds messy.
It's very messy.
yeah. Well,
Ignore what's wrong.
Soothsaying sounds like a dangerous occupation.
Yeah. So, what does this have to do with us? You're not going to ask us to be soothsayers, are you?
Yeah.
I tried once and it didn't work well.
and she goes, well, no, but Hina Harap from the Blue Nation has gone missing. And it's kind of hard for her to go missing because she's a giant.
Oh.
And we need to make sure that she is safe. Or if that someone's going to try to kill her, that we prevent her from dying. Do you understand what I'm saying?
We have to protect the good guys.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the simplest way to put it, Gus. Thank you. And so you guys see the map of the entire Galea nation, and you can see where you guys are in Sages in purple on the very bottom of it, the very south of the nation. And she points to the Blue Nation, which is in the middle. And she points to Patience, and she goes, there's the last place that we knew where Hina Harap was in a town about 4 hours away from Patience.
How close was that to the town that Jork's...
Very close.
Okay. I point to the town like right next to it. No way, that's where Zhao disappeared.
Oh, excellent, she says. Well, maybe you guys can shoot 2 birds with 1 stone and not kill the birds. Get them in your hand. She goes, I'm not great at these. The name of the village is Potemkin, and I need you to see if you can find anything about Hina Harap, and if you can pick up Zhao's scent, please do.
I've been practicing my sniffs.
He's getting pretty good.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty good.
And
Just don't set him in front of a dog for 3
Yeah,
hours
that's
first.
distracting, I found. Big dog guy, not a big cat guy.
I love your shenanigans, she says. And she goes, also, and she turns to Okat, also, because this is Blue Nation, and you're a tiefling,
Yep.
you know that you need to, and as she's saying that, suddenly a bard comes through the door, and the bard starts to sing.
Music! Wait, is it...
Kind of not the time, bro.
And as he sings, you get that his song is about a new decree that the Prismatic Queen has just decreed.
Can we dispense with the rhyming couplets and can you just spit it out, please? We're kind of in a thing.
I need to, for the magic, he says, won't
Let
you...
him do his job already.
All right, okay.
Maybe he'll take requests after.
Free bird!
And what he says is that by decree of the Prismatic Queen, all tieflings are granted the same rights as non-slaves, basically. They are no longer a second class,
Interesting.
effective immediately.
Sweet! Says Okat.
Hey, look at that. That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice,
nice.
but do you think the Blue
One
Nation...
last law I need to pass
Yeah.
in the future.
Shalabin, do you think the Blue Knight will actually uphold that?
He is nothing if not lawful. He will follow. Now, whether the Archdiocese follows, whether they'll drag their feet, that's a whole other thing.
They definitely will.
Yeah, no, in my last run with them,
Yeah.
they don't seem like priestly bunch.
It's a hard world, huh, Jorix?
There goes my hero, sings the bard.
As he shuffles
I
out.
like this song. I don't get to hear music very often because we don't live, in the future.
Yeah.
Music playing, Every once in a while we hear a song, but sometimes it's making crazy stuff happen around us, and that's you don't have time to enjoy it.
This is true. This is true, she says. But yeah, if you guys could investigate that and get back to me as soon as you can, that'd be great. I also need to do some campaigning, she says.
Ugh, good luck with that.
You do that, and we'll take care of this mystery. Assistant Sheriff Burke on the case, finding that giant and not killing it.
Yeah. Do you have any leads?
She goes, there's, Potemkin's kind of a strange little town from what I can pick up.
Oh, like that tree.
Yep, we're familiar with weird.
She goes, you sure are.
Statement of the year.
She goes, you'll want to talk to Ajabu in Ikoja.
Writing that down.
And Ikoja, is that a town near?
No, those are the two people that run Potemkin.
Oh, okay. Ojoba and who else?
Akaja.
Ikoja.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Yeah.
Hohoba and Fakasha.
Sounds delicious.
She goes, I have never eaten people, but maybe.
No, I mean their names sound like food. You don't get it. You know how some things sound like food even if they're not.
Boy, that hat's really gone to your head, hasn't it?
It's doing stuff up there. I'm thinking all kinds of things that I hadn't been thinking before, and some of it makes sense, some of it doesn't make sense.
Okay. And she goes, of course, you'll use the ball of fast travel. Do I have anything else? I mean, if you find somebody who can see the future, maybe bring them back here where we can protect them better. We'll do our best to stem the loss of life.
Have any soothsayers dyed in purple?
And she kind of looks down and she goes, no, we've sent them to a secure location.
Jark just nods. All right. So, anyone else have any questions? Gustus, you want to give any campaigning tips to Shalabin?
Well, she's a higher position than me. She's got her shit together.
Hey, sometimes you can forget the little things when you're so high up.
He says in front of her.
What?
Yeah.
It's okay. I was trying to help. It turns out it doesn't work.
Wear the hat for a second.
Okay.
Oh, you forget. No, this hat's not.
No, give it back. It's wasted on you.
It's okay. Shalabin, I'm sure it'll go splendidly. Best of luck on your trail.
Well, anyway, if you become the prismatic queen and you need a replacement purple knight, you know where to find me.
In Bartle. Yep. She says.
Or do an errand for you.
Before we go, Shalabin, I was wondering if you've ever heard of a town called Treble?
Mm-hmm. That's where the Apocalypse Trio. That's their whole place.
Oh.
Yeah, why?
I was gonna go there for a Tim, but now I'm not sure I should.
Well, it's very potent magic that they have there.
Yeah. I'll have to think about that.
Makes sense.
Well, I've been to that place.
Oh. I'm supposed to get linen from the one who sings.
Well, if you want to get there, what you have to do, I wouldn't recommend, you find a hag, she'll put a cursed crown on your head, make you fight good people who are turned into evil, they're from hell or something. And if you beat them, then I don't know why she does it, but she'll send you there.
Okay.
That's how I got there.
No.
Weird spider freaks. A nice fish, though.
Alright.
And on that note,
I don't know what to do with this information.
It's just a good story. Just listen. I wasn't listening. I was reading my words from earlier, but
Okay, so with your new mission, do you guys head off there, or do you guys want to do any preparation?
I'm more contemplative now.
More contemplative now.
Sometimes I'm just lost in thought. They're not good thoughts.
They're never good thoughts.
Can I buy just?
They're not smart.
Can I buy just some normal healing potions?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, nice.
What are you buying over there?
Huh? Some healing potions.
What are those for?
When I run out of magic, I can still bring you up, so you don't yell at me for not healing you.
Cool. Is one
I
of
can-
those for me, or can I get some? Right.
You should probably buy some.
I'll
I
buy
can toss
one.
in 20 to give you 2 more.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Can I just have one?
Yeah, we should all probably have at least one on us.
And then Jorix holds 2 of the 5.
Yeah.
I have this other
Makes sense.
potion, but this
Yep.
turns me into Okon, and I have to remember to not
Yeah, don't
drink
mix those up.
this. I'm labeling this healing potion. This one, so I only have one bottle in here, is Okot potion. Not Okot's potion, but a potion that turns me, Burke, assistant, sheriff of Bartle.
You know how when you first learn a new hobby, you just want to do everything with that hobby possible?
Guys, do you have any more labels? I ran out of room on this one. I think I got the gist down.
I'm gonna go get a can of undergrad associate pepper.
Will you get some for me?
Yeah, I'll get you one.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good to be smart.
So, now with your potions got, what would you guys like to do?
Well, we might as well head up.
Okay. So what do, Okot? You use the ball of fast travel?
Yeah.
Just say Potemkin?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you throw it on the ground. You guys enter through the ball of fast...
Throw it at a wall. We're indoors.
Oh, that's right. You throw it at a wall. And as you do, because you have walls, you guys step through and you guys arrive in the Blue Nation. And it is about 4 o'clock and 4 p.m. And what you see ahead of you is a really idyllic town. Think of like what? Yeah, it's almost like Disney-esque, right? And they have like a beautiful little archway, and they don't have any guards here. And so, yeah, you guys are free to enter.
Do I still have that sweet ass hat that I got when I went to the Von Terres?
Sure, if you want to keep it.
Yes.
Okay.
I do want to keep it, and I'm wearing it.
Okay, so
Yeah, I step out through the portal and I say, you know what? I think that maybe Okot was making those portals the whole time and that I didn't know. I should make a magic door.
Oh God!
I don't think I can
You should have
make
had
a
him take the hat
I
off
think I
before I
can
went to
make
the
a magic
portal.
Oh, damn it.
And I was just yelling magic door, and you guys were just kind of letting me do that. It's fine.
I wasn't around for that.
No, you weren't around that. But everyone else is, that's okay. I would do the same
Bert,
to you.
you look so happy.
I know.
Yeah, I
I'm
wanna
figuring
make you
things
feel
out.
I just wanted to make you feel special.
No, it worked.
Is it on us to take away your joy?
No. I'm just, it's just, I'm not mad. I'm
Okay.
just, it's just,
It's just dawning on
I
you.
just have to think about it.
You're just brooding.
Yeah, it's the new thing.
do you guys
You
step...
sure you didn't take that potion?
Do you guys
This
step...
was being slightly smarter. Is like, I don't know if I want this hat.
Maybe just for special occasions.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. This is just for nighttime when I'm reading.
So you take off the hat?
Yeah, I take it off for now.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yes, it is.
Burke is back!
Oh, the sweet sauce is stupid.
Does it feel like having a morning beer?
Oh man, yes. Why haven't I not had a morning beer?
Okay.
Well, because it's 4 o'clock.
So we've got.
Evening beer. Yeah, see, the trick is that it's when you just say whatever time it is.
Plus
and
beer.
then beer.
Yeah,
And
very
it's fine.
catchy. So we have a Zoba and a Kosha to hunt out. Well, not find. We're not hunting.
Right.
Taverns are great places to get information.
And beer.
Yep.
I think this is another one of those 2 birds, 1 stone scenarios.
On we go.
Okay, so you guys go through the gates?
We're not supposed to kill the... They keep saying the birdstone thing.
No killing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
killing.
No, we're
And
just
you
gonna
don't kill the birds, but
knock out 2 birds with 1 stone.
you have rocks.
If you wing it in just the right way and it bounces off one bird and hits the other, and they both get knocked out.
That sounds like an Okot job. You're good at throwing things.
To the tavern.
Okay, as you guys step through the gate here, you are greeted with about 30 smiling faces. And what you notice about these people is that each of them has like powder on their faces and like blush in perfect circles on their cheeks. And they see you guys, Burke, Gus, Okot, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, we've heard so much about you. You guys are just in time for the parade."
Well, parade, that sounds like fun. These look like that cat. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
What is happening?
He's talking in their language, I think.
And then you hear music start playing, and it is celebratory. It's
Oh, that cat isn't here.
Music!
And you see from what looks like the largest building in this main town, barn doors swing open, and you see about 50 people dressed like Okot, Gus, and Burke. And there is much fanfare, and they are all celebrating. And they're like, "We've heard so much about you. We can't believe that you've gotten here." Not you, they say to Jorix.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not jealous at all, guys. This kind of creepy.
But like,
Maybe I should-
Wait, did they deliberately say not you to me?
yeah.
Oof.
That's honestly, Jorix, I would not take that as an insult right now.
I mean, it's a little
Because
creepy, but
I'm
it's-
freaking out.
They
But
must have heard about what we did to those volunteers.
you'll be king soon, Gustus, they say.
Oh, you don't have to remind me.
I'm putting my smart cap on this. This is starting to make me think too much. I'm putting it back on because I think maybe I need to think too much. This seems complicated.
And they turn to you and like, come on, let's watch.
Plus, I don't want them to confuse me with the other Burks.
What have you heard about me?
Oh, we know that you killed a bunch of slavers, and we know that you've defeated for the moment, Evangeline the Great Evil. So, we're huge fans.
Oh god, this is what being a hero is like. People just like you wherever you go. They give you things. Sometimes there's parades.
They dress up as you?
Yeah, sometimes.
They all dress up as you?
Yeah,
There's a lot of Burks.
Dude, I mean, this is the most I've seen at one time before. But I've seen, other people that are sort of bite my style, like wear a shield or whatever.
Well, every time you see it, you're going to keep seeing more and more.
Yeah, once
You're
you
gonna get more and
once
more
you
famous.
think about it, yeah, you keep seeing it, yeah. Because suddenly it's on your mind.
But yeah, this town that had greeted you now, like, go and there's like little barricades, and these people that are dressed like the three of you are marching, and there's like great fanfare, and like people are selling like Okot blades that are like wood, I guess, and like there's like fishing poles aplenty, and like people, you can see, Gus, that people have kind of taken your carvings and like have made their own. In fact, like that's like the great monuments here are your carvings.
Burke runs out right into the parade and starts marching in front of the other Burks.
And when you do that, they explode in
And I'm
joy.
loving it. I'm loving it. All of the attention, it's for me. Yes, it's me, Burke.
And yeah, you see like there's a tall Burke behind you, and like
I like tall Burke. And there's a fatter Burke. You got the face. Look, it looks good. Look, I'm wearing a floppy hat now. You guys gotta get floppy hats like this.
and you can tell that when you say that, like that you can see that like people that work in the clothing industry like are immediately like noted that, and they have run into their stores.
Floppy hats.
And and yeah, they are just
I'm gonna attempt a cartwheel.
Burke, you do a great somersault, and like even if you had failed, like people would have cheered you, but like they have gone, like they are near losing their mind about how happy they are to see you do this.
Is it like I go for a cartwheel, but then I end up pulling off a full flip at the end?
Hell yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick it and pull my arms out.
And like you immediately see like people in the audience watching like try to imitate you to ill effect. Like they are not able to pull it off as well as you.
And I did that with a full pack on too.
Yeah, you
That
did.
holds up a card that says 9.5.
Yes, baby! I'm going to win. I don't know, whatever contest.
Knocked out half a point for showboating.
Fair enough. It feels good.
And Gus, yeah, what's your favorite stone that you've carved?
The one when he first became sheriff, just proudly, arms at his side.
Yeah, that is in the center of town.
He starts carving his own thing. I'm gonna sell this for so much money.
Oh god, do you think Shalabin knew about this?
I hope she didn't, because I would hope she would have warned us.
Yeah.
And these people, like with their powdered white faces and cheeks, they are just like, well, join in the fun, Okot.
I'm good.
Okay, you're free to do whatever you like.
I prefer to spectate.
Sure, that's what we love about you. You stay on the sidelines until you find the right point to attack people. It's the best, they say. And they start to like dance and gallivant around.
Yeah, the best. Great.
I use identify. I guess identify on the group that just gallivanted away. I want to see if there's any magics affecting them.
That's a really complicated question.
That's a yes.
Okay, so these people say like, join in the fun, or don't, it's your choice.
Great.
Okay, and they start to gallivant around.
Hey, Okot, can you get one of them over here? I need to touch one for a minute. To find out the magics affecting them. On the back, it could be anywhere. Like handshake works. You know, on the head. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
All right. So yeah.
Don't give me that look, Okot.
I grab my lariat off my shoulder, where I've got a little flap sewn in to keep it on, a button, and I rope one of them.
Oh, okay. I meant peacefully. You didn't have to. Okay, they'll probably love you for it. Like, oh, I was attacked by the great Okot.
Yeah.
They'll probably treat us. Even if you miss, they'll probably fall over. Like, oh, the Okot attacked me.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you defo get this person,
Cool.
and
to make a wisdom save, otherwise they fall asleep.
Okay. As soon as that goes around them, they fall fast asleep, and
Go over and just like pick them up and carry them back to Choris. I'm like, here you go.
Not quite what I intended, but it works. I know at least one magic's affecting it now. That way I know if the spell works.
There you go.
And I touch him on the head and cast Identify.
Yeah, see, I'm helping.
yeah, sleep is on it. Yes. Any other magics affecting this person?
Yeah, what spells are on him, if any?
Illusory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Might be the... Is he one of the people who look like Okot?
No, this is just like one of those white-faced people with
the blush cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, he is fast asleep for a minute.
Can we disillusion him? I mean, I imagine my attacking him has already done so, but...
Oh, I don't have the spell prepared, but I can use my my codpiece that no one knows anything about.
You're what now?
That no one knows anything about. And I cast Dispel Magic.
Okay, you dispel magic on this person, and
I take the lariat back.
okay, and yeah, you see a person without the white face and rosy cheeks, and they look pretty much the same.
Okay, so, it might have just been the illusion. Let's try to wake him up and see if he's still happy to see you.
Okay. I imagine I can break the sleep spell by choice, right?
Yeah, you just have to rouse him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, buddy. Hey,
And
buddy.
he's
Hey, how's it going?
Huh?
Yeah.
Ah.
Sorry.
And he looks it down. He's like, this is yours?
Yeah, just got it.
Oh my god, my wife's gonna be so jealous.
I could rope her too if she's around.
Sure, he says.
You got some kinky stuff going on, Okot.
I am what I am. Don't yuck my
Point
yum.
taken. But yeah, it seems like their enthusiasm was actually genuine.
Yeah.
I don't know what's creepier.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping, like, magical stuff.
Yeah.
And as the parade continues on, you see two figures on a float that has Bert, Gus, and Okot, and they
That's weird.
call out, "Come join us for the Great Fire."
I'm good.
Okay, don't. It's your choice. And the float continues on, and it veers to the right.
We should probably go see what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow, but I'm not participating in the Great Fire. That sounds dangerous.
And what's Burke and Gus doing?
I don't want to jump into a wall of flame or anything.
He's just furiously carving a statue of himself with the rosy-cheeked cat on his head.
All right, you do that.
You should see if anyone
it's finished?
recognizes that cat.
It's finished. You're very good at it.
Gustus Goldhammer original figure piece
Oh my
to
god.
sell to the highest bidder.
And you just hear 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 70, 100. 102.
Jesus.
Do I hear 103?
And someone, you can see a family together, and the father takes his son, puts him up, and he reaches in his pockets and goes 102.50 silver pieces.
I flick them a GP.
103.50. 103.50 silver pieces.
And I see that he took it from the kid, and I was like, you know what? For the child, it's free.
And that kid just looks so happy.
I want my gold back.
And he goes, of course. And he gives you,
I didn't say that out loud.
and he gives you 10.
What? No, take it back.
Okay. And he goes, I have an Okada original gold piece. Nobody can have it, he
Oh my
says.
god.
Does a fight break out?
My hell.
Maybe I can sell this potion and make you turn into
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my
lot of
god.
money
Make it
right now.
stop. Oh my god.
Shh. Don't mention that here.
It's priceless to me, actually. I think.
Yeah.
So
I think they might literally kill you for that.
get you so good with this one time.
So do you see the? So you see the float.
Let's check out this fire thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so so you guys all come in, as you guys are going that way, people are applauding you. Just anywhere you guys move, they are watching. And
So
just
I'm trailing the three of them. What happens as they pass, and then I'm the next one in line? What do I see? Do they just stop applauding all of a sudden? Or?
Yep. And as you guys follow the float, you see. You guys know Burning Man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What you
See a
s-
Burning Man.
what you see is
That's
He didn't say no.
what you see is when this float gets closer to this figure that is cloaked, and it is about, I'll say, 30 feet tall. They light some torches, and they unveil an effigy of Jorix, and
Oh.
they start burning it.
What? Whoa.
Quick,
What's that?
thaumaturgy me.
Thaumaturgy.
Everyone stop! He is a friend of Gustus Goldhammer. He's my honorary thing knower. Burning him is an offense to me personally.
And me.
Burke is cool with it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was being contemplative. What is going on?
Jesus.
This stupid hat.
Never been lost in your own thought before, have you?
Maybe setting fire to stuff is the way they show the highest honor.
I don't know. They look.
Could be.
And they when Gus says that, they get cowed a little bit, but you hear one lone voice say, "Talk to Ajaba and Ikoja."
I don't know what that means.
Where can we find them?
And in unison, they all point to the one person in.
Let's go that way.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
Jorix is still
Thanks,
his
everybody.
mouth is sort of dropped, just staring at himself burning.
I just
Nah, come
tug
on.
on his sleeve and I'm like, just ignore it. It's fine.
But
It's-
that's me.
Yeah, I know.
Probably
It's
a
weird.
weird,
It's all weird.
Stupid explanation for all of this.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
And when you get to the one person in, the doors open, and there is
One person in there?
an attendant, and she is behind the desk, and she goes, "Oh, the great adventurers, and him."
You
Okay, hang on. Why?
working alone tonight?
Why? No, Burke, you go ahead.
One person in. No, I'm done.
Oh my god. Can I ask you a question, friend?
Of course you can, Okot.
What's... Okay, 2 questions. Number 1, what's your name?
My name is Elthana.
Althana. Nice to meet you. That's a lovely name.
Thank you.
Second question.
And she kind of like catches her breath when you say her name is Lovely.
And I wink at her.
Oh, God damn it.
I thought she's cute. Second question. Why does everyone hate Jorix?
If you knew what we knew, you would too.
What did I do?
Yeah, I would love to know what you know.
And she goes, as much as I would love to tell you that, Okot, I sadly cannot. That is for Ajabu Ikoja to tell you.
Can you show us where they are?
And she looks at the stairs and she points up there.
Okay, great.
Alright.
Thanks.
Pointing is big around here, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like me going up there is a trap. But if I stay down here, I feel like the townspeople are going to throw me on my burning self.
Should probably stay.
Yeah.
Stay in the
all of
back,
us.
yeah.
And they go, would you like mints?
No.
Okay.
What?
Mints?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need them in.
Well, you don't need it. Your breath is great, Burke.
Did you get it at Fantasy Sam's Club?
No.
Then I don't need it.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Complimentary.
Just leave
Except
them.
for me, right?
Yeah.
No, never for you.
Just leave them on the desk. I'll get mine later.
Okay.
Yeah, you
But-
can have mine.
Okay, great, she says. And she also has the white face with the pink
Yeah, of
circles.
course she does. All right, let's go talk to these people.
Okay. As you guys go up the stairs, you see paintings of yourselves during the course of your adventures.
Oh, man.
Like, how does
yes.
How did this even happen so
this
fast?
part was so
It's
bad.
been like 3 weeks.
I
I'm
should
freaking out.
definitely be in that scene.
Yeah,
That's the scene with us in the Springwater River. I was there.
you were like central to that.
Yeah. And here's the manor, the Fontaine. I was there.
You were definitely
You have
there.
been omitted from this history of our adventures that is weirdly painted on all these paintings in this building.
One of you guys should draw me in with a Sharpie.
I do that.
Yeah, I have a Sharpie right here.
Okay.
It's like a stick figure, but I do it.
All right.
Try my best to make it like it's got
Right.
sunglasses, so
You
everyone
write
knows it's
Jorix,
true.
and a little arrow.
Yes, and the sunglasses. That's important.
Okay, perfect. Okay, great. You do that.
So I'm like defacing all the paintings. Like, I'm just like, fuck
Boy,
this
that's-
town.
There are
Fuck this
paintings,
fucking
you know,
town.
yeah.
Okay.
You're probably gonna love it.
I like it here.
And I draw a dick on the last one.
Of course. Okay.
That's so inappropriate.
Yeah, I know.
Not one for manners, Okot.
Nope.
Okay.
That's
So you-
why they love me, apparently.
So you reach the top of the stairs and you see a long hallway, which looks like it holds a grand ballroom. And you can also see about 8 rooms, 4 on each side, individual doors.
All right, well, I'm going to just take a gamble here, and I'm going to go storming into the ballroom and kick the doors open and just be like, what the fuck is going on?
And when you kick it, you see just a bunch of balloons fall.
Again, I say to you, what the fuck is going on?
Well, you've come and visited us.
Yeah.
I mean, what's best in life than to have your heroes visit you? And you can see that it is a man and a woman at the center stage.
Cool. We're glad that you like us so much.
Are
That's
you
very
Jojo
nice.
and Falafel?
Jojo and Falafel.
Jojo, Jehovah, and
Those people whose names sound like food.
Focaccia.
I wrote them down. Hang on.
Shabo and
Shabo.
Ikosha.
Yeah, what you
Ikosha,
said.
What I wrote down.
Is that us? You bet it is.
Great. Can you explain, I don't know, everything that's happening right now? Why is there art? Why does everyone hate Jorix? Why do they like me?
Why do you hate me?
And so you guys are in the room now?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. As you guys get in the room, the doors close behind you, and they're like, why do we hate you, Jorix? Oh, we'll show you. And as they say that, the room goes black. And the first thing that you start to see in this grand ballroom.
Actually, Jorix has the light cantrip now. He casts light on his floor. He's like, nope, not again.
Okay, you see Jorix. All right, you guys, it's completely black except the flame on the light on Jorix's face.
I am the light.
Also, even though I have dark vision, so I don't need it, the hat that I have emits a small enough amount of light, enough to read by.
Oh yeah, you
Yep.
can
But it doesn't
I have
really help
dark
me
vision,
see
so-
any better because I have dark vision.
So Jorix has a light source. I can see.
So it's just two of us wearing lights on our heads.
Yep. Yeah.
So everyone knows where we are. That's good.
Fucking Raven here.
Okay, so as the blackness starts to lift, even more so than with your two awesome sources of light, what you see is a town. It looks like it's in the Green Nation, and you are in the town square, and you see Ajabu and Ikoja at the far end, right? Like about 100 feet away from you.
Alright.
And you see the doors start to open on all the residences down this main hallway. And the people that start to come out look very strange. They start to shamble out. And what you see when you look at them is their faces are melting. Their skin is melting off them. And they are coming after you. And Ajabu says, well, I'd suggest you get to us so that we can get you out of here. So,
Run!
Yeah.
okay. So, as you guys see this town with people just melting off, their skin melting off, Okot nimbly dodges and leaps over them, getting closer and closer to Ajabu and Ikoja. And Burke just lowers his shoulders and just beast modes his way through, allowing enough space for both Jorix and Gustus to dash through. As you get closer to Ajabu and Ikoja, you can see a banquet table in the center where you guys are running past, and the food there looks. It has black tendrils coming from it, reaching to the ground.
Don't eat that. Okot yells as she runs past.
And it looks like these tendrils are about to try to stop whoever is running past it.
Definitely don't eat that.
Can I do Arcana?
Sure.
Nice.
How would you do it?
I know that the backside of the tentacle is ticklish, so if it grabs you.
Okay. So with these things, you can tell that a strong mind can overcome their grasp on you. And Gustus, not being strong of mind, but being so sure of himself, kind of seems like impervious to it. And you are sharp-minded, so it kind of relinquishes its grasp on you as the other two barrel through and dodge through.
Gotcha.
And so you guys get to Ajabu and Ikoja, and they're like, great job! And he claps and falls backwards, and the scene goes black again. And you
Doesn't explain anything. I
And-
yell into the darkness. I was promised answers!
And as the scene opens up again, you find yourself in a great tower. What you can tell from this is that this is in the Blue Nation, and this looks like it is the Archdiocese of Pelor. And you see it is in terrible disrepair.
Good.
You notice that the walls are starting to move and undulate.
Not good.
And as you guys are here watching this, all of a sudden, breaking from the walls are bunches of brains with spider legs.
Eep!
And like the flesh-melted humans, these two are coming after you. You can see that there's a grand spiral staircase in front of you, and you hear Ajabu say, come on.
Wait, we have to go up or down?
Up.
Up.
Yeah, that would make sense. I just said a staircase. Yeah, you have to go up.
I want to tie a rope to my Thor hammer, throw it up, and then climb it.
Nice.
And have enough rope for everybody to climb up.
Yeah, they can just climb up behind, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Gus, as you wing your mighty hammer up, you unfortunately misjudge the distance. and you almost throw it a little bit too vertically so that it comes down and it lands square on Burke's head.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
And Burke, you are hit square in the head, knocking you prone. And you can see with your own 2 eyes, a bunch of brainy spider things are coming for you. What do you do?
What were you trying to do with this hammer?
I was trying to make a rope climbing thing.
Oh, okay. And I take my alabaster of magnetism and I say positive to the hammer and I say negative to like the friggin' ceiling, I
Nice.
guess. Or is there like a chandelier or like something? What were you throwing his head?
Up.
You can see, like, you could probably attach it to, like, the spiral staircase very high up.
Negative.
Grab the rope quick.
Okay.
Everyone, hold on.
All right.
Yoink.
So you do that. You guys climb up?
Yeah.
Okay. As you climb up, you can see the pictures of the archdiocese that you've well known for most of your lives, and the paintings look strange. There is a darkness hidden behind every painting of every important person in the current archdiocese.
Are they just hanging on the wall in like a hallway?
Mm-hmm.
They're just like right here.
Well, as you're climbing, they're on the walls on the spiral staircase.
Just knocking them off as I go. Nope.
Okay. So you climb up. And you can see Ajabu at the top. And he goes, come on.
I know that if I walk up to you, you're just going to get farther away again, but that's what we're doing, so here I go.
Okay. So you guys come?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. As you get closer, you see a painting, but it's not like the archdiocese. It looks like it is during the ceremony of colors, where all the knights get together to celebrate the time that they overcame the Blade Singers. And he goes, this one will be fun. And he jumps through, and Ikoja says, oh, yes, absolutely. And she jumps in.
Can I do a history?
Nobody in this world understands what fun means.
True that.
So as you jump through, the scene goes dark again. And as the scene starts to fill in, you are in the Prismatic Nation. And you are where the ceremony of colors takes place every year. You see the Prismatic Queen seated at her throne. You see the 5 knights, red, blue, green, purple, and Prismatic Knight, all seated at the large table. And you see the entire nation all gathered together. You see humans, orcs, elves, dwarves, dragonborns, the whole lot. And you see a lithe figure at the center of the table where all the knights are gathered. And suddenly it becomes a giant red dragon wreathed in shadow. And it is about to blow its sweet, sweet breath weapon into that crowd and where you guys currently are. What would you guys like to do to try to avoid this?
I'm going to use my stealth to find a hiding place for the 4 of us.
Okay, Oka, you are able to see there's a spot to your left that looks like it is just large enough for two human-sized people and 2 dwarves to fit in, if not comfortably, well enough.
Okay, I'm like, guys, this way. And I like grab anyone that's near me and drag them over to it.
Okay.
In here, hide, quick.
And you guys dive into there, and you hear and feel the breath of this ancient red shadow dragon breathe on the people, and it is a weakening fire. It burns, and at the same time, if someone can withstand the burns, it weakens them. It makes them frail. Not that fire wouldn't make someone frail if they got burned, but you get what I'm saying. As the shadow fire washes over the entire crowd, you then emerge, and you are at the top of Mount Quarg, where the 2 dwarves in your party, where they grew up and lived. And what you see here is you see that red shadow dragon and the 5 knights, and you actually see Shalabin wreathed in that shadow flame, looking like she is in a bad, bad way. The dragon takes to the air, and it is going to fire its weapon one more time. What would you guys like to do?
How far away is the dragon?
From your current position, give or take 90 feet.
I can run out and just be a diversion and get the dragon to chase me because I'm waving my mirror shield at it.
Burke sees this dragon take to the air, and Burke runs and waves his mirror shield at
But
it.
let's do a serpentine and zigzag so it can't hit me.
And then,
Over here, stupid
and
Drugan!
you see that it takes quite great offense to being called a stupid Drugan. You didn't even call it a dragon. And it focuses on Burke. And Burke, as you were zigzagging, the dragon opens. Huh?
Try to burn me, and I do like a cool roll.
You sure do. You do a really cool roll. And the shadow that falls on you and the rest of the party envelops you, and you are in the darkness again.
No.
And this time, as you are in the darkness, you suddenly see fiery wings emerge from the horizon. And you are in a strange place because you are actually able to see the entire continent of Galea. And it's like you are watching over a new dawn, right? You see rising up a phoenix made of red fire and burning the entire nation.
Guys, I think I'm done with morning beers.
Is there anything that you would like to do here?
Sunfire Phoenix, I presume.
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Okay, you say that and it doesn't get a response.
It's a giant phoenix burning the whole world that I just happen to be able to see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna close my eyes and go, this is not real. 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 Let me wake up. Let me wake up.
Okay, is there
I'm
any...
gonna do that too. Can that be a persuasion check on myself?
Okay, sure.
It's not real. I'm just seeing a thing. It's just magic. It's just stupid magic.
It's 25.
Yes.
Okay. It's like Okap putting herself to sleep all over again.
Oh, actually, can that be my what's it called? The inspiring leader. I'm just telling all of us this is not real.
Okay.
This isn't real. This isn't real.
This is not
The
real.
fire is fake. The world is fake.
I believe you.
They're not being burned. Everyone's a rosy-cheeked person who loves us.
It's fine.
Except for me.
I don't need to see the whole world from where we are. That's too much information.
Okay. As you do you all close your eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Okay. As you close your eyes and open them again, you see Ajabu and Ikoja there in front of you. And they're like, do you understand now?
No.
I think I do. I'm touch my head.
Milady.
You think that Jorix is responsible for this fire burning everything?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Did you do it?
No, of course he didn't do
You didn't
I
do
think
that?
You-
we
you-
would know if
Yeah.
you did that. I'm pretty
Do
sure
we need
would've
zone of
noticed.
truth? I know zone of truth.
Mm-hmm. They say, yes, you're absolutely right. We do believe Jorix is responsible for all this because that's what all the soothsayers have seen.
Oh,
He is supposed to make a choice, and he chooses wrong, and the world ends. Both of them at the same time put their hands over their face, and you see that they are changed. They are two dark-skinned performers, and they say, now, I'm sorry to put you through all that, and actually, it isn't our choice. My name is Subrake. And the lady says, and I'm Fantastique. And we are Subrake Fantastique. And they start to walk towards you guys. And they say,
I back up as they're walking towards us, like a nope.
you were sent by Shalabin, yes?
Yeah, we always are.
Yeah. We know. If you want to find the woman that you're looking for, we'll get you to her. And with that, you see Fantastique become a little cat, and she's on Subrake's shoulder. And you see him start to become a tree. That strange tree that you saw earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of his bark peels down, and the cat goes into it.
In a swift moment, I want to throw a light hammer at it and be like, I want to be king.
Okay, make an attack on it, I guess.
Oh, you're making a wishing tree.
Because you still think that's how Britt got it.
Yeah. 17.
Boy.
Or no, 20 something.
So you see your moment of opportunity, and you're like, hell yeah, time to be king. And you...
No! Oh, God, got me the frying pan!
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
It was a present!
And you throw it at it, and...
After you throw, oh yeah, I forgot. As you're throwing it. You still threw the hammer!
It was already in the air.
And it goes into the tree, and it doesn't seem to reappear.
Oh, I gotta go get it.
Oh, this was one of my throwaways.
Oh, okay. Well, we should probably still go with the tree, because I think it's what we're supposed to do.
Oh, yeah.
This hat is telling me, let's go into the tree. Let the hat lead the way.
Okay, the hat. I mean, sure, the hat. You know that these people will take you to the place that will get you Hina Harap.
Yeah, it's me. I'm a hat. So I go in first.
Okay.
I go in second.
Okay.
I'll follow you, Jorix.
Okay, sounds good. I'll go next.
Okay. As you guys all go in, the cat is there, and it's kind of looking up at you, and it still has that strange look in its eyes. As the tree closes, almost immediately it opens up, and you are in a world of permanent gloaming, and you see that the trees here are have a black bark with very sharp, warm colors like red, orange, and you hear the sound of water. You see to your right a waterfall that is just suffused with all the same colors that are in the trees, and it glows a very unearthly sort of glow. And the cat leads you forward. The tree kind of is just staying where it is.
Like trees do.
Like trees do, yes, very much. As you follow the cat, you see a little settlement with a very large woman seated, about the size of 4 of you altogether. And the water leads to a large pool, and behind that pool is a enormous stone obelisk onyx. At the top is a outline of a phoenix in red, and at the bottom also a phoenix in blue. And Jorix, as soon as you approach, the red ignites, and the giantess looks at you and says, "The Destroyer." Hey everybody, it's Elliot the DM here. If you like our show, and I think you do if you're listening to this, or at least I hope you do, I just want to tell you about a great resource online to find more RPG podcasts, because, you know, we're D&D 5e. Maybe you want to listen to something like Mouse Guard or Mage the Awakening. You can find all of those and more on rpgcast.com. Especially cool thing, you can filter by non-binary or by number of female hosts. So, yeah, once again, check out rpgcasts.com.